be the page, or this is going to be the segment where I'm definitely going to talk about it at. You know, I know a lot of you all can't say things because, you know, you're in positions, but I can. I'm going to say it right on for you, baby. I done received a lot of DMs I'm going to discuss. Yes, I am. Because I promised my viewers that I'm going to do that. This is not a messy blog. I don't do messy blogging. We have fun over here. We're going to laugh. We're going to learn some lessons. And we're going to teach you how to get yourself together over here. So this is not, if you're looking for something to be messy about, this ain't the blog. You go in the other places. The federal government pays me very well, as you can see. I'm paid very well. So, you know, this is not the place, but we're going to learn over here. You know, it might hurt your little feelings, but I want you to get some tissue and say, you know what? She right. She right. I got to do better. So this is the place where this is. And we're going to have fun. We're going to learn. Yes, we are. You know, some things I'm going to address today that's very sensitive, you know, and I had to really talk to my advisors of how to go about saying things because I'm still learning how to talk to people. So bear with me on that. But anyway, it's time to wave the banner, y'all. And it is a great day. All right. All right. Now it's time to get down to, baby. I don't know why people have a problem with wearing deodorant. My God. I thought my last segment of talking about hygiene helped and was important. But for some strange reason, folks love organic deodorant. Let me tell you guys, this type of summer heat is not for the organic. Don't get no lemon lime juice to put under your underarms. We want you to get the chemical deodorant, okay? Your Secret, your Degree, all of those ones that got the chemicals in it. Yeah, this is the season, baby. You can save that organic stuff for the fall and winter, okay? Because this type of weather, no, it ain't going to hold up. As soon as you walk out the door, that organic stuff is gone. Please put that away. Get the deodorant with the chemicals. And I think I'm clear enough for you all to do that. I don't have to go upstairs and, you know, bring my deodorants down. Please, please put that away. The organic, oh my God, my sensitive skin, baby. Listen, you just got to bump up a little bit down there or right here. You got to do that, okay? We can't, come on now, y'all. Please. Be respectful to others. You might not respect yourself, but please be respectful to others. No more organic, okay? Save that for later. We put that away. Put that for fall, okay? We don't want to do that. We want to, you know, be a nice, sweet smelling savor in the nostrils of people. You going out somewhere, honey, and we just smell all of this musty. And give it to your children, too. Yes. Y'all little children, baby. All right? Don't let them kids come out here musky. Tell them, oh, they just came from the playground. What I tell y'all to do? Get them wipes and get the cleaning up. And then put the chemical deodorant on, okay? Chemical deodorant. All right, that's enough of that. All right, let's talk about spouses. Ooh. Bring your spouse in here. Bring your spouse. I got some love. We're going to talk about it today, baby. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to help the saints because I'm sick of it. I'm just tired. I am tired of you guys. You just refuse to get yourselves together for whatever reason. And I can only discuss again what is sent to me. I'm always going to do things in a tactful way. I never reveal my sources, so don't even think about asking me. Don't even be like, well, who's she talking about? Don't even worry about it. I know a lot of people. And my job is to help you to get yourself together. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. So let me tell you guys, I love it to see, you know, spouse supporting each other. So, of course, my family, NZT, Jess, and Quentin, baby, when I tell you, she was all up in her husband's face. I said, yes, sis. I love to see it. And she could do that because let me tell you why. He's not an embarrassment. He's not an embarrassment. He's a very integral man. Character is real big on him. Now, I understand a lot of you guys can't do that because your husbands and even some wives that I'm getting DM about, Y'all need to pull it together and get it together. Anytime you decide to get married, please don't embarrass the women. Please. I'm hearing things with receipts. And I'm the type of person, I work on the back end because I don't like doing all that exposing and all of that. But let me tell you all something. When you got a good woman by your side or a good man, walk with them in integrity. Don't be out here busting it wide open. When you have a good man or a good wife that is supportive of you, don't embarrass them. Come here, side chicks. Let me help you out real quick. I'm here to help you. I don't care what you do because it ain't my man. So my thing is, I tell people I'm going to address it. A lot of you guys watch me. You may be watching me privately without actually coming in. You may be watching me, when this ends. But I'm going to help you. My job is not to make you feel bad. But my job is to really help you side chicks and men for some strange reason. Like, I'm living in a whole different type of dispensation nowadays. Let me tell you women this, especially, I could speak for the church world because we're supposed to modern ourselves after Christ. Not one time should you throw yourself at a married person. Let me tell you, they are not going to leave their wives. They're just not going to do it. Some do. Now, I know a couple of people that have left their spouse for their mistress or their mister. I know that. However, it is very disrespectful, especially when I'm just trying to make sure, I word things without, me exposing. Especially when that wife or that husband is giving you all these accolades on social media and your husband or your wife is throwing it back to another person. I just think that is totally disrespectful and tacky. I honestly do. There's nothing that you can get being aside anything. Listen to me. Nothing. It's nothing that you can get. They're going to go back to their spouse and you're going to be the one that had to deal with all of that. And let me tell you another thing. Learn from the old heads. Because let me tell you, being aside anything ain't new to nobody. They knew how to get what they got to get. And that's it. A lot of you all are getting caught up in your feelings. And that's not how it goes. That's not the game. You're not supposed to get caught up and you're not supposed to expose. Remember, you decide to go into something that you knew was totally wrong. Again, I'm not to judge you. I'm just here to help you. And then some of you all have to ask yourself, if I wasn't in this position, whether you're a musician, whether you're a pastor, could I really pull these type of females? And let me tell you, the answer is no. No, you could not have. So it would behoove you to get yourself together. Now, I try to tell people, don't expose them. Don't hurt the wife. Don't hurt the husband. Like, don't do that. Because at the end of the game, you should know how the game goes. You keep your mouth closed, and if you keep opening your legs, fine. But the goal is not to have any emotions. And then y'all be doing stuff for free. For free? So you telling me you ain't getting nothing out the deal? No, ma'am, no, sir. No, ma'am, no, sir. You telling me you a side piece and you ain't getting nothing? Make it make sense. This is crazy work. Honestly, like, you guys have to get it together. And then y'all sleeping with the same person. Come out of that. Let me tell y'all, y'all gotta learn how to come outside. Come outside and play. If you're gonna do your thing, come outside. I know it may be hard because sometimes you used to seeing people, so forth and so on. I know it. I get it, baby. I know it. Some of y'all don't even know how to have a decent conversation, to be honest. You don't even know. I don't want to talk about the colors. I don't want to talk about what's your favorite food. I don't want to talk about any of that. Learn how to go outside. And I'm trying to help a lot of you guys. I really am, from the females and the male. You females busting it wide open in pastors' offices? Come on, make it make sense. Where's the level of integrity? You telling me that man and woman couldn't take you to a hotel? I'm not talking about a motel. I'm talking about a hotel. Baby, if it was me, you would be having me at the Ritz, and I'm going to stay a couple of 3 nights, and then you're going to leave me $1,000, something. Like, come on, y'all. Come on. Like, we're getting too old now to continuously to be dealing with other people's spouses. Man and woman. And I was just like, the way I was raised, you don't play with people's, like, any woman or man can, like, you can leave me, I can have a conversation. Baby, you ain't got to worry about a thing but Rashida. It's nothing that a married person can do for me, not one thing. Nothing. You can't do anything for me because I'm expensive. I'm expensive alone. How I take care of myself, I'm expensive. And why would you want to be that to yourself? You don't think highly of yourself? Like, you know what? That's somebody's husband or woman. That's not my thing. And then to do it, I'm protected. Like, y'all not scared of catching anything? I don't care how much you say you know somebody. You don't. You don't know them like you think you know them. So I'm going to help y'all. Again, it's not a judgment zone. It's just to really put things into perspective. Why would I want to be with somebody else's spouse? Why? Not at all. No, I don't want to. And you have to understand how that person feel. And then a lot of people be like, oh, he or she may not be doing this for their husband or wife. That's not even the case. That's not even the case. I know a lot of people, like, they be jumping over backwards. And it's not fair for them to get the brunt of being the jokes. Because y'all, a lot of y'all don't know how to play outside. You play within the same circle. Dom. So don't do that. And that's why, sometimes I send women inboxes. I be like, yo, take that down. Not right now. People will joke on you. And it's not something somebody deserve. Because your spouse can't keep their vows. And I tell anybody, if you're not ready to be married, don't get married. It's not an end all, be all. Being single, let me tell you something. Being single, being at peace, and being healed is great. Marriage is great. It's all great, whether you're single or whether you're married. But don't, come on now. If you are older than 30-something or in your 40s, get it together. We ain't got long on this earth. You sit up here embarrassing your spouse and possibly bring them an STI or something incurable. We got to do better than that, yo. We got to do better than that. Like, stop. Until your side pieces, whoever they are, we ain't going to talk. You got to tell them. And side chicks, you cannot keep getting emotional when you knew the situation. You just got to learn how to play the cards you dealt with. Honestly, that's not something I would do, but people going to do what they want to do. So that's that. I wanted to address that because that had came in my inbox. Me personally, it ain't my man. It ain't my husband. However, if you sitting up there preaching the word of God and try to tell everybody else what to do, you get yourself together. You get yourself together. The people sick of it. The people sick of it. They sick. So y'all lead people, man and wife, because there's some women that be throwing it back too from what I'm hearing. Get it together. You decide to be married for a reason. Don't do it. And I keep telling folks, don't get married because the church is pushing y'all to get married. Do it because you're ready mentally. Folks are sick of it. People want to know why they don't respect leadership, because leadership do what they want to do. Y'all living just as worse as the single people. How is it that you all preaching this word and we leaving better than y'all? Y'all gonna get up off me today because I'm coming through here plowing. And I don't care. Because when this is over, I'm gonna cut this thing off and I'm gonna go upstairs. But that's what we need to learn. Y'all leave these folks, you know, spouses alone. Leave them alone. Go find you something outside. Y'all always want to get something inside. Go on outside a little bit. See what it's like outside. Learn how to have a conversation. Learn how to talk. Do those things. Bring them into the house. Everybody want to be a first lady. Everybody want to be a pastor. Everybody want to be a musician's wife. Child, learn to come outside. Learn it. Be outside. Everybody want to be a first lady. Everybody want to be a pastor. Hi. Ooh, I'm going to be a musician. Honey, please. Heighten it up a little bit, okay? Don't narrow yourself. Because y'all just oh, God is sickening. Jesus, come outside. You may get a man in corporate America. Yeah. Everybody just want to sit around. Y'all sitting around waiting for the same people. Man and woman. Y'all sitting around just waiting for the same person. Move. Move. Go outside. Seriously, go outside. That way anything happen, nobody won't know your business. Okay? Nobody will know your business. Learn how to go outside a little bit. Now, if you have, you know, problems with connecting with people outside, then that's a conversation you need to be having with your Heavenly Father. Of how can I go about talking to people outside of my comfort zone. Because I tell y'all be waiting for the same people over and over and over and over. Be like, baby, it's a lie. Move. Move it. Oh, I'm going to do the work of the Lord. I'm going to do the work of the... This is the work of the Lord, honey. Because we need to get in our minds. Keep waiting for the same person. Every female, 10 to 1, waiting for the same person instead of just coming outside and see what's available. I ain't say sleep with people. I said just see what's available outside. That's all I'm saying. Just the same people. Oh, child, I'm going to be me a first lady. I'm going to just... Child, move. You're going to be waiting for a long, long time. That's my mama said, get your... Listen, been there. Learn to come outside. Yeah, like y'all be trying to... That's because y'all ain't got no communication skills. You come outside, just come outside a little bit to see what's out there. You could be the garbage man. It could be the, you know, it could be the recycling people. Anybody. Listen, don't narrow your options because you're so stuck in church 24/7. That's all you know. Come outside a little bit. Go to a nice little, you know, rooftop where, you know, a lot of successful men hang out at. And, you know, see what's available. You still going to be a first something. I don't know. Like, I don't understand what the big deal is. You're going to be a first something, honey. Come outside a little bit. Let your hair out. Show your neck bone, baby. Go outside. It's the summertime. Y'all be waiting for the same people over and over and over. They done got issues, mental issues. Ooh, chair. Move. Just move it, okay? All right, the next thing. I'm going to talk about reading. My God. Reading during a homegoing service or reading a bio. Now listen, I understand a lot of people love to be seen on the pulpit. However, if you have a problem reading, you speaking or reading a bio, or a homegoing program service, that's not for you, baby. Leave it to someone who is fluent in their speaking dialogue. For example, this is how I've heard a couple of people read. Now, don't y'all laugh too hard, okay? But it really startled me because I was like looking, hey son, that's my son, y'all. 10 minutes. It took them to read a whole page. I was absolutely clutching my pearls. And I was like, did they not look at the information before they got up? Don't act like I'm the only one. They'll be like, I know this is not taking 10 minutes to read a one-pager. Baby, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. Go get you a book or a couple of books and just start reading until you're able to master how to read a obituary or how to read a bio. It shouldn't take you 10 minutes to read a one-pager. Now, I'm going to tell you, because I used to do PR work at my job, you know, before everything started going crazy. So my DCs, deputy comptrollers, they would have to speak. So there were certain things I highlighted. See, this is important too. That's why you got to make sure your administration staff knows what they're doing. If you have people in place that don't know, then you know it's going to be what it is, which is a mess. So what you should do, number one, when you reading a bio, you don't have to read it all. You highlight some good spots, some good points. So for example, I'm going to use my bishop for example. This is how I'm doing it. Humanitarian, evangelistic, presiding prelate of the one-way churches, extraordinary preaching, touching the lives of many people. That's how you do it. And then start listing like their heavy hitters. Fed 1,000 people. Have school in Pakistan. Like, do something like that. Like, make it strategic. You all read like this. Born 1976, period. This evangelist went out on the road. Excuse me, hurry up. We ain't got all day. Hit them points and let's go. It shouldn't take you 10 minutes to read a one-pager. My God, why it take you so long? Stumbling over words. And the Bible said, and Job. It is Job. Why do you all keep saying Job when it is Job? You have to be fluent in your reading if you want to get up and read. It's not the time for you to show off. If you have not mastered fluent reading, I suggest you go have a seat or at least study it. Time is going by and you still on the first 3 sentences. Absolutely not. Sit down, get somebody else to do it. Hi, yes, you come up because you're taking too long. It should not take you that long to read a bio. Now, some churches, they do things now on the LED screen where they have a person who does the voiceovers. I like that. That's perfectly fine. However, if you cannot do this fluently and within a certain time, baby, we're going to have you take a seat. This ain't for you, baby. This ain't. Maybe you missed watching Reading Rainbow and Mr. Rogers, but this ain't for you. We are on a time restraint. And you reading a bio that's a one-pager? No. I mean, just stumbling. And the name of their church is Salakwa. And we all looking like, that says shallow. Shallow. Shalakwa. Shalakwa Baptist Church. And I'm like, baby, that says shallow. Somebody else, let's go. Move this. Move this along. Move this along. No, this ain't for you. We want you guys to really know your lane. If reading a bio is not your lane, it's okay to skip it. Same thing with obituaries. I have an idea. I think it's a good idea, but then again, it's my idea. How about, because a lot of homegoing service or funeral, a lot of people have really like impressive resume of an obituary. Like it's like 4 pages sometimes. How about this, y'all? How about we don't read it? We don't have to do a moment of silence because everybody reads at different paces. How about we say, you know what? Since this is an extensive bio in the obituary, we ask you to read it in your spare time and keep the service moving. I'm about to start being Baptist. Baby, let me tell y'all something. We're going to learn this thing in here in holiness and Pentecost because I don't know what's going on with y'all. I don't know what's going on. It's a lot of slumber and sleep with this type of stuff. So I want to hurry up and get you on pace. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do that now. We're going to be like, you know what? This reading area is not for me because I didn't join the Reading Rainbow, class. So I'm going to skip this and I'm going to do something else. Okay? That's what we want to do because, y'all be butchering words. I be like, woo, honey. And time just going by. And I said, ooh, they're on paragraph number 1. And we got a long way to go. This ain't for you, Noop Noop. This ain't for you, Bookie Boot. I'll tell you the truth. Y'all know it. Y'all have sat in services where people have read an obituary or before the speaker gets up, somebody just fumbling over the words. And you be like, now I know that ain't it. And you might not have the bio in your hand, but because certain words just sound like, no, this is what they really mean. Honey, they will mess up a word. Shiloh quickly. Shalaka. Nope, it's not Shalaka. It's Shiloh. Shiloh Baptist Church. Ooh, baby. The demon of reading has crept in. My God. So just go ahead and get somebody to do the voiceovers when it comes to reading, because y'all do such a wonderful job with the LEDs. Since y'all got it up anyways, up in just about every church. Yeah, plaster the face of the person, have a voiceover to do it, and move it along, baby, because we ain't got time. We ain't got time to sit up there and watch you practice reading when you should have handled that long time ago. Okay? Oh, no, we got to get it together. We have to. This stumbleation, yes, I made that up. Stumbleation. It's going to cease up and through here. I'm going to plow right on through. No. That's not for you. We're not going to do that. Okay? All right. That's out the way. I wanted to touch on that. All right. Y'all call these pastors in here. All the musicians that y'all know, get them in here. Get them in here. Yep. Get them in here. I prayed about it. And I don't know if the Lord answered or not, but I'm going to go ahead and say what I need to say. And then, if there's a problem, I'll deal with that later. But get all your musicians in here. Ladies, if you're married to musicians, get them in here. Because we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. I don't know why we are having problems paying musicians. I don't know why we have a problem paying musicians. Somebody write that in the chat. I don't know why there's a problem paying musicians. Let me tell you something, people. Don't let these pastors that may not pay their musicians work on you and what you do at your church. Musicians, believe it or not, they really do work hard. Some of them do. Let me put it. The ones I know, they definitely work hard. They trap things up. Some people have to do stems because, and then they have to listen to the singing of the people that refuse to stay on their notes. Just refuse all over the keyboard. They went from Z to Y, from A flat to B minus. It's a lot of work that comes along with it. So I don't understand why you don't want to pay your musicians. Now, there may be a family meeting after this. I don't care. My family knows. Yeah. There are two pastors that I know that owe someone money. One is in Baltimore and one is in Calvert County. I want you to pay that musician immediately. And I'm saying this with a straight face. I mean every word I'm saying. I want you to pay that musician. You owe that musician. Let me tell you something. Don't take people kindness for weakness. Do not take people kindness for weakness. People have waited and waited for you to pay them their money. Now Question on the Floor is up and running. You in that Calvert County area, pay immediately. Okay. You got to pay the musicians. They work hard. They are due their money. Nobody is playing for free anymore. They're not. Whatever you do at your assembly, if you don't pay your musicians, fine. But others desire pay, they should be getting paid. And they work very hard. They really, really do. Do people right. Now just think about it. Ask yourself that if I was out preaching and I didn't get paid, would I like it? Would I like it? Ask yourself that. If I know I went to a church, I poured my heart out, and you telling me I gotta wait 2 weeks? Nope, not over here. So all I'm saying is, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. Same thing for, because see, this is the thing. What you guys fail to realize, all of the preachers that you guys call for your convocations, you're paying them $15,000, $20,000, $30,000. And you telling me that you cannot pay your musicians? You can't give up something, even for your singers that work hard. You telling me that? And I think that's why people have a problem with doing stuff for free now. See, back in the day, we'll do, hey, you call us, we'll come. But when you sit down and see that you all bring pastors in for 15, 20, 30,000, and you can't pay your musicians, that's a problem. That is a problem. It's a problem. You have to understand, too, a lot of them have families. They have families. They have families. And then you in church for 2-3 hours. We ain't talking about the good old hour and a half service, but you in church for a long time. Ask yourself, if I was a preacher and I went to a church and did a service and they didn't pay me, think about it, how would you feel? Honestly, how would you feel? You would be upset, and then you would really be going off. So let's be fair. Again, treat people how you want to be treated. And I live on that motto. I treat people how I want to be treated. It seems like it's always a battle. Paying musician is paying, but you get paid. You get paid. Yeah. And you want your money up front. See, a lot of people fail to realize I have worked behind the scenes with a lot of things. A lot of things. I have worked behind the scenes, and I know how it is. I won't go into it with you all. I have worked behind the scenes. A lot of you all ain't saying nothing and still get that bag. Not one. 20,000, 30,000 and ain't say a word. You won't even get down and work the altar with the people. But there's always this whole back and forth about musicians not getting paid. That's ridiculous. This is their job. What y'all want them to do? But honestly, what do you guys want them to do? They got to show up for rehearsal. They got to do Bible class. They got to do, your Sunday services, so on. And you telling me they putting in all this work, but only you want to be paid? No. Come on. Church is also a business. It is. It's a spiritual side, and then there's a business side. And I don't feel treating people because they're not the confrontational person that you take advantage of them. I told somebody, y'all better be glad I'm not married to a musician or a pet. Baby, you won't like me because I'm going to get you behind that door. You going to give my man something or I'm leaving with something. That's just how I am. Because you don't do people wrong. You don't. And yes, you're right. And then they get mad when they take secular gigs. Baby, I would tell my husband, take it. Take the gig, secular gig. You know what? I'm going to write up the proposal for you, baby. Don't you worry about a thing. I'm going to write it up. See, because I'm the type of person, I'm a businesswoman. I can give 2 cares about your feelings. I am my daddy's daughter. I don't care nothing about what you got to say. I need that money to be on the table. Yeah, I'm going to need that money to be on the table. Immediately. Get in it. Because it's not fair. You don't do people like that. You don't. Because the thing about it is people now are really clocking how much it takes to bring in a preacher. And you telling me that amount that you bring in, but you don't want to pay your musicians, that's a problem. We're not going to do that. Maybe you need to rethink your finances. Maybe you need to say, you know what? We're not going to have a preacher this month because I need to make sure that the bills are taken care of. That's like us, those of us who have our own homes. Hey, I can't hang out this month or I can't hang out this week because I have things going on. So I have to scale back. Let's be fair, people. Let's be fair. So if you're a pastor and you owe musicians, pay them their money. Some of them not confrontational, some of them are, but be fair. Again, ask yourself, how would I like to be treated? Do unto others as you would have them to do unto you, and however way that flows. Okay? All right, well, I'm going to stop here because I try to give myself a time. No, you don't get to get. You're right. That's right. Now we just got to do better with business. Let's do better with business. Like, don't try to get over on people because they nice. Don't do that. Don't abuse that. Don't do that. Like, you know what? Here's yours. Matter of fact, have it ready before they even get there. Have it ready. All this Gucci and y'all preacher itineraries and all those wonderful things, and you tell me you can't pay your musicians? No, baby, you ain't playing with us. You ain't. That's why I be telling people, don't tell me nothing if you don't want me to get upset about it. Because I do have a problem with that. Don't tell me nothing, but y'all want to tell me anyway. I just believe in that. I believe in being fair. Okay, you know what? Let me see it. Just as pastors have normalized public correction, normalized getting off them instruments mid-selections, and don't say just walk out. I'm not saying that. I don't. Listen, if y'all walk out, that was on y'all. I'm not encouraging that. Only thing I'm encouraging is treat people right and do right by people. I promise you, you would go further if you just treat people right and do right by them. It doesn't hurt. I'm trying not to be on here long, honey, but right, they tell me anyway, so, yeah. All right, I'm going to my last one, y'all. It's time for the church to start doing background checks. Now, I am a mother of a son. And the things I am reading on social media about the predatory spirits that run in the church. Let me tell y'all this. We know there are imperfect people. We get it. There are imperfect people in the house of God. However, there's certain things we should not condone. We should not condone it. I've watched the stories about the predators and the molesters. I'm trying to be careful with my words. But if it was left up to me, it would be, yeah, that's how I feel. The amount of sickness that's going on, and people are telling the folks to pray, not for the victims, but the person that violated is very scary. Not only is it scary, those people I watch with a keen eye and let them know you ain't no better. Our job is to protect children. That's the job, to protect children. Parents, be vigilant when it comes to your child. Stop trusting everybody with your child. If your child got to go to the bathroom, you get your tail up and you go with your child to that bathroom. Nobody told you be having all these kids. Nobody tell you ought to have a child and be lazy with it. We have to protect our children. My heart goes out to the victim. Just because they are a pastor doesn't mean you trust your child. If your child needs to have a mentor, find somebody else. This is a sickness. And they are the ones in charge. And you guys are telling people to pray for the predator. That to me is crazy. That's crazy to me. I remember my mom when Shema was young, and I remember because we took my mom and I, we talked about it. I think I was working, and it was a church service that my mother went to, and my son was very active. Shema was very active, and the man was like, "Oh, I'll take him out, to play." So the pastor, which was a woman, stood up and said no. My mother wasn't going to do it because she know how I am about my son. Come to find out, that man had AIDS. My mother said to me, she said, Rashida, if I would have allowed Shamar to go outside and whatever happened to my son, my mama know I'm not good up here. My family didn't know that. And it's not something I say to say it, but when it comes to my son, my mother said, you would have drove down and you all figured the rest. See, so this is what we have going on. I don't play about my son. And that man knew he had AIDS. What you want to go out, let my son run wild for and watch him for? I would cut his life off way before it was time. And I have no problem with that. Because I'm that type of mother. Yes, I am. I don't play. And parents, we have to be like that. Ask your child what's going on. It is sick. A lot of you parents are better than me. And I do. Like, you all have a lot of restraint. I don't have it. I don't think I ever will. Predator spirits are running rampant. Protect your child. You hear me? Protect your child. Do what you got to do. Don't even go to the pastor. If you even know, go to the cops. Go to the cops. Don't even go to the pastor. Bypass the pastor. But this got to stop. Y'all sick in the head. I'm telling you, sick. And I'm not praying for that. What they say, let the streets take care of you. That's where I come from. I'm not praying for you. It's too much. People come to church to be healed. They come to church to have an experience, not to be prayed over. P-R-E-Y. And I'm listening, and I've spoken to a lot of people, and I wanted to go about it the right way. Because I'm for the victims. I don't give a care about the predator. We could put them on fire. I don't care. We have to protect the innocents. We have to. They don't deserve it. You're sick in the head. Go get somebody your age. And then we always wonder about, but why he turned out like that? Why you think? I'm going to always be on the victim side. Because it don't have to be. So it's time now for you church folks, leadership. Y'all need to start running background checks. Run it up. Because again, our job is to protect. Even if it's not your child, and you see a child that may be going another way or doing something, take them to their parent. Take them to their parent. Y'all just be letting y'all children just run all over the place. No, I'm going with you and I'm going to hold your hand. So my prayer is for the victims. I can care less about them predators, molesters, anybody else you want to call them. It's time now for the church to get it together. Do your background checks, people. And we're not covering that. We're not covering that mess. We're not covering it. We see it, we say something. And I'm not talking about saying nothing to the past, because a lot of them be covering it up too. No, we're not doing that. Take it to the authorities. Well, that's it on Question of the Floor. Yes, I'm going to, this conversation I'm going to talk about, because we need to have these conversations. For whatever reason, people be uptight, tight-lipped, uncomfortable. We need to have these conversations. These are conversations that we should have. Because I'm going to tell you this now, I'm not protecting no predator. I'm not protecting. I'm going right to the cops. Excuse me. Or let the streets take care of it, as they say. I love you guys. And I want you to take care. Enjoy this wonderful weather. And I'll see you all the next time. Bye-bye.